So I'm going to go into one of my accounts, show you how we generated $572,000, 58,000 leads, and we only spent, quite frankly, it might seem like a lot, but I'll show you how it all worked out. We only spent around $111,000, but my net profit was well over $400,000. So let's dive right into it right now. Now, before I go ahead and get into this, a lot of people watch my particular channel and you watch me from e-commerce. However, I want to try new things. I want to start expanding and I want to start helping out a lot of people because people ask me about ClickFunnels all the time. They ask me about funnel creation, paid advertising, all of that. And I really want to dive into a particular funnel that I ran with one of my partners and one of my best friends, Tanner J. Fox, a while back. Now, I know a lot of you have seen the ad. It's got like 3.2 million views on it, something like that. I'm going to show you how well the ad performed. I'm going to basically tear down everything and show you inside the accounts. As a matter of fact, here's the sales for the given time. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, I'll show you the sales in just a second, but first I actually want to show you the actual campaign and how long it was ran for, etc. Now, you'll notice that the ad account was disabled. Out of nowhere, they disabled the ad account. And I was just talking to Tanner not even 5 minutes ago to get a password for his Teachable to log in to show sales numbers during this time period. I logged in, I told him, he's like, we should run that again. It was so profitable. It was extremely profitable, not just the immediate money that we made, but with the email list that we built too. Eventually later on, around 8 months later, we did a promotion and that promotion did around $600,000. And that was just with our email list and including this one that we just built. So again, not only did we make this money, so technically speaking, the funnel or the paid ad kind of circuit, as I call it, that I ran, ended up netting us around $1 million. So it did fairly well, kind of everything considered. So the other thing I want to tell you is that the purchases, I'm dumb. I completely messed up the pixel in the very beginning and it didn't track everything. So it's actually half of what's reported here. So I started noticing midway, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're getting so many sales, but it's not reporting in Facebook. And then I realized halfway through that the pixel wasn't in the right thank you page. I had two different thank you pages and one was supposed to be dynamically updated, but I mistakenly edited it inside of Teachable to go to the Teachable page rather than my page. So halfway through I realized that and obviously I changed it eventually. So first thing is first, you can see the amount spent around $112,242.79. And this is back October 1st to August 1st of last year. So the same dates corresponded, so the 21st to the 7th of February. Right over here we have $572,000 that were generated. Now, the My Earnings, affiliate earnings, refunds, etc., that's all calculated together. And I don't know why the My Earnings was a little bit lower than the total sales. I think somewhere in here, Tanner and I were going ahead and having automatic payments split up, some for me, some for him. And then we just decided to just leave it as is. We told Teachable to remove it. Again, we worked something out with Teachable at this point because we were doing a lot of volume. We spent around $112,000. Let me actually go into the campaign so I can break this down for you. And this is going to be crazy when you see this. Because a lot of people, when I say PPE campaigns will actually do better than website conversion campaigns, they look at me like I'm crazy and they look at me, and this is stuff that I never shared before. Again, people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that, like, what are you talking about, Dan? That's not true. You have any data for that? I did, I currently still have it, but it's just something I kind of kept close guarded more than anything. So take a look at this, and let me show you this really quickly. Inside of my SendLane account that I set up for me and Tanner when running this campaign, we ended up getting 56,000 leads, well, 58,000 roughly. We had around 2,000 unsubscribes because of the fact, as you can see, we sent out multiple different emails. This one that says, look, student clearing 5,400, 50,000, then 50,000, 50.5. It went 50.7, 50.5, 50, etc. So the contacts there, obviously we just kept adding more and more. So it was roughly around 58,000. So I wanted to optimize for website leads. Now, the reason why I wanted to optimize for website leads is because, let me go into automation. Nope, it's not automation. I think it's under, let's see here. So really quickly, I was looking for the automations in here, and then I remembered that the automations, I was zapping these to two accounts. So I was using Zapier, and what Zapier is just if that, then this. So if they subscribe to this, if they subscribe to this particular list, then it gets zapped to my other list, and that's where the automation was happening from my main list. So I had the email set up in there, And as a matter of fact, let me see if I can go ahead and get those for you just to show you what they look like really quick. So here we go, right over here. This is the main list that I was zapping to get all these leads here. But again, here's your Amazon training lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and then we go ahead into the sales material. But I'll cover that in just a few minutes. So the other thing that I wanted to go ahead and show you is that we were optimizing for leads. So you can see 48,000 leads during this particular time period, which again checks out to exactly what I've been telling you. So right over here, if you take a look at how much I spent, the total spent, and you do a side-by-side comparison with the website conversions, and mind you, this is the same exact ad. I'm going to dive into both of these in just a second. These are the same exact ad creatives. It's actually cheaper. We spent $60,000 for the website conversions and got 20,110 leads, okay? And then we spent $23,000, or let's round it up to $24,000 on a PPE ad with the same exact, this is 6-minute videos, okay? And we got 20,610 leads, 500 more leads for, what is that, a third. Okay, so 66% cheaper, almost 66%, so around 60% cheaper than the website conversions. All right, so again, just mind you that when we ran the same exact creatives, and let me just go in here, I hate the way this looks now. So we ran the same exact creatives in these two campaigns. So if I just drop this down, again, this is all lookalikes. Let me go video 1. All right, so we have video 1. And let me click right in here and run the same thing right over here, ad 1. They're the same exact ads, legitimately the same exact one. So ad 1 and ad 1. So if I just click, I hate the way this new layout looks. It's so garbage. So if I click edit, this is the ad that we were using, and a lot of people have seen this particular ad. So let me just wait for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just open the particular ad up in another window just to preview it. So we have 3 million views over here. And this was the ad, very simple. However, there's a lot more that meets the eye than just running this ad. How this was created was, it's a very, very particular way to create an ad. And it's very psychological, which is what we're gonna talk about, which is what a lot of people don't talk about. So this ad worked extremely well because of the way that I formulated it to flow. We actually shot like 4 or 5 different versions of this, and then this is the one that I decided was the best one. So again, I just showed you inside of Facebook, showed you SendLane, and in correspondence with those 50,000 leads that we generated, it equaled to roughly $572,697. However, where did we send them, and what was the process? What was the flow? Let's dive into that. So now that you see these numbers right over here, I'm going to show you the opt-in, I'm going to show you the first training, second training, and third training page, and then the rest we'll go from there. So this is the opt-in page right over here. So again, but I went ahead and created this just from an idea. I threw this together really quickly. Turns out it works really well. And then I saw, I know somebody from Ricky Gutierrez's team, I was clicking through his page, and then I was like, oh, that's my page. I'm like, wait, that's literally the same one that I created. So this is really cool that I get to see other entrepreneurs using this as well. It works exceptionally well. So this is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm actually gonna give you this funnel 100% for free. It's going to be via ManyChat, so you're gonna have to subscribe to it, and you're actually gonna be able to go into ClickFunnels and go ahead and use this exact funnel with the videos and everything else. Again, you're gonna need to change everything, because if you use it verbatim, and somebody literally used our funnel verbatim for their course, it was with my training and everything, and then I saw it through ads, and we went ahead and we pursued them legally. So again, make sure you're changing this up before you go ahead and use it. You do not have permission to use my videos. These are ones that I went ahead and created. So please just don't literally blatantly rip me off for me giving this to you. Just use it and fill it in the blanks by yourself, because I'm going to teach you how to do it. So how I've been secretly finding and launching successful Amazon products without having to ever worry about heavy competition. That was the headline. Here's the thing about this page, and which really deterred me from running more campaigns, running more ads to this once we got disabled, is because we were never out of compliancy. So you can see again, we were in compliance right down here, but the headline is what they see more than anything. Now, how I've been, you can't say how you can. You have to say you, like you as in me. So I've passes the kind of the Facebook filters, if you will. It's not against terms of service. If you say you, which implies that they can earn money or do something, that's against terms of service. But because I said I've, that's not against terms of service. How I've been secretly finding and launching successful Amazon products. And again, I added trademark to Amazon, letting them know that we do not own it, all the way at the bottom in the footer as well, without having to ever worry about heavy competition. Learn exactly how I've been able to help tap into hidden markets without ever having to worry about competition. Results are not typical for our company or our students. And I added that in for Google AdWords when I ran Google AdWords. So again, they just opted into right here, and they'd be taken to the next training page. So what is the next training page? Training page 1. So this is very, very peculiar, very particular on how this is laid out. Just like the ad that I created where Tanner is the coach and Tanner does all the Amazon training, okay? Now Tanner's really, really good with Amazon FBA. What you need to understand is that I don't want to be looked at as the expert in this. What I want to do is have Tanner be looked at as the expert. However, in this case, I needed to, number one, talk majority in the ad because it's structured a certain way to sell and to convey a certain message. And then the very first video here is also me. Now the video process out of the 3 videos, and you'll notice that I do this quite often, it goes excite, educate, and then sell or hype. So that's what works. That's what works super, super well, is you excite them about the opportunity, all right? And then you educate them in the second video on how to do it. So the first video is basically the what, and then the second video is the how, and then the third video is the learn more, call to action, whatever it is. That's what the third video, that's what this video sequence is all about, and we'll walk you through this. So if you take a look at right over here is excite, right? So this is me going through everything in regards to showing them and giving them the idea, planting the seed in, right? This is where we start watering the seed. And the videos, ideally, will be anywhere from 22 minutes to 26 minutes. So this video is 28 minutes. So again, 22 to 26 is the kind of the rule of thumb here. And this is something that I tried at the very end of this particular video that I would never do anywhere else. But because this was an evergreen funnel, I did it. So what did I do here exactly? Well, I sold the course at the end of this because again, there's one of 2 options that you can do. Number one is you can blatantly sell your course. If it's under $500, if it's like $297 or $197, you'll be making sales all day. You'll be able to make profit continuously, very easily. Once you start going over like $597, $797, $997 or higher, you're gonna need to bring them into a webinar funnel. So number one, you either sell them on the product, or number 2, you go ahead and you sell them on joining the webinar, depending on the product price. Very important that you structure this a very, very certain way. If you don't do this correctly, it's gonna really hurt your sales and you won't make a lot of money. So that's the entire video, is basically me exciting them, showing them the opportunity, opening their mind up to the opportunity. Tanner's gonna get into the nitty-gritty details of the how, and then we're gonna go really deep into the pitching on video 3. So that's video number 1, very simple. But this is something that I tried out that worked exceptionally well, is I'm gonna excite them, and then I'm gonna give them testimonials down below. So meet Pablo, he purchased a brand new car with his Amazon earnings. And then again, this is copy that I wrote. It probably took me like 30 minutes, if so. Really bad copy for the record, really, really bad, but it worked. Okay, but it worked. So again, this is, I'm probably gonna reverse engineer my own and redo this by myself. Because I don't know what I was thinking or the mindset that I was in when I was running this. I just wanted to get it done, but oh my goodness, the ROI on it was incredible. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep running this. And again, you're gonna have the funnel. The link is in the description down below. It's on me. You can just clone it to your own ClickFunnels. So let me go to the second training video. So training day 1. And as a matter of fact, before I go to training day 2, let me go ahead and show you the emails that we used. So the email, the very first email, also plays off of what is in the actual copy, the written copy underneath the video. So yes, you read that right. Amazon FBA allowed Jordan, one of our new students, to buy a new Camaro, should have been Camaro, I guess I'm an idiot. Click here to see, and that link is, it might go to just an image, or it might go to the sales page, I don't know, and I'm not about to click on it. But anyway, I just send them right to the training page. Okay, now why do I send them to the training page and not the sales page? I send them to the training page because the training page is the sales page. That's essentially all it is that it's a longer version or a shorter version of the sales page that brings them to the actual sales page. So I'm going to click on the sales page right over here, and it brings them to the actual sales page, by itself. So again, that's the sales page here. Everything they're going to be getting. Really clean sales page. I had it designed by Christian, who's a ClickFunnels designer. Very expensive for me to design this, so this sales page will not be part of the free download. This cost me like $2,000 to have designed and programmed. So again, this will not be for free because I had to pay a lot of money for this. But I designed this funnel by myself, and you can have that. So training day 2, all right? Up to $10,000 per month with low competition. How to find products that will generate you $2,000 to $10,000 per month with low competition. Now, mind you, okay? Hang on, right over here. You'll notice that this guy is doing the training. Tanner's doing the training because it's a lot more technical. I already went out there and I excited them about the opportunity. Now Tanner's gonna go out there and teach them what to do and how to do it. Very, very important. And again, long form copy, again, quote unquote long form copy. It's more so of just a very small pitch. So right over here, shortcut your Amazon success time by half with this one little suggestion. It's not a secret anymore that you need to start Amazon. Again, I just push the sale again. Again, I go ahead and correspond an email to it to push them to video number 2. But again, I feel like I'm wasting too much time on this and some people will get bored. So third training video, let's get to it right over here. So how to rank products on Amazon effortlessly. Now, this is something that I tried a little bit differently that worked exceptionally well also, is that I ended it with training and not a pitch. Now this is going to be key here, okay, is that I ended the series with training, a 10-minute training video, and not necessarily a pitch. Now let me just play it for a second. So the video basically is just Tanner going through a little bit of a case study day by day. And again, I just do a very small pitch under this video. And it's nothing too hardcore. And this did exceptionally well. However, I want to show you another funnel where I take these videos to a whole new level. Take a look at this. Now here's Dropship Academy. Now Dropship Academy, really interesting because it did, if I recall, like $700,000 net in 48 hours with just our email lists and our YouTube channel. When I say our, it's Tanner and I because I had him involved in this promotion as well. So this did exceptionally well. However, the video here, it was a different style. Everything's custom programmed. And it's completely different than what you might be used to. So the 630 comments, it did very well, and these videos break the mold. So I open up the video with this, warning this video contains extreme amount of valuable content, and then give a call to action to register for the workshop, because we were doing live workshops that day, and the product was $1,297, an incredible product as well. And again, there's a lot of B-roll here, there's a lot of stuff happening in these particular videos. It's an entire story. So the very first video shows you, okay, or shows the particular user the opportunity that's ahead. It also allows people to connect with me and allows me to build on my story. So these videos, exceptionally good. Not only that, but they're gonna be the same exact videos that I run again for this upcoming launch because it works that well. And then video number 2, what we do here is I actually go in deep into the training and I show them the how. So I show them the what in the beginning, get them excited, get them to see, the lifestyle, etc., because that's what people are really interested in, hooking them in, bringing them through my journey and letting them know what's possible, what this business is, how it works, why it's so important, how, powerful this business is. And then I go ahead and show them exactly in the very next video how to do this, student results, etc. This is probably one of the best launch series I've ever conducted. Very powerful, works exceptionally well. And all I was doing was pushing people to this workshop here. And then the super simple system, which is the third video. Again, this one over here, I think I was continuing the training. Yeah, so I was continuing the training overload because of the fact that the product was over $1,000. So I wanted to provide more training because the product was over $1,000. I wanted to go ahead and provide as much value as I possibly could and make it look really good. And then the fourth video was the actual sales video. So I don't know exactly where that is, but essentially this is exactly how I constructed this particular launch. And this is something else I could talk about later on, but I want to show you this. And this, again, did incredible numbers for no paid advertising. So we just kind of went ahead and profited that. And it was extremely, extremely profitable, to say the least. So the premise of how this works and why this works is you want to have content that your particular audience can take in, but it can't be just average content. Each and every video has to be structured to give them, I'd say, roughly 5 wow moments, like holy cow, that's easy, I can do this type of moments. If you can construct that, you'll be able to have one of the easiest times going out there and selling, quite frankly, whatever product that you have, especially when it comes to a funnel. This will work for consulting, this will work for an agency, this will work for an information-based product. Again, this will work for a lot of different businesses. Can this work for actual physical products as well? Yeah, but you don't need to go to this length unless your physical product is thousands and thousands of dollars. Then yeah, go for it. But essentially, this is exactly what you want to go ahead and be doing. And this is my secret weapon. A lot of people are going to start doing this now, but you have to know how to do it. There's the devil's in the details here. Very, very important. But the number one thing is that you need to go ahead and excite, educate, and then pitch. That is the flow. You can have 3 videos. I did 4 for this one. I'm going to run it again with Tanner very soon. And we're just going to, again, we're going to be able to have the same, if not better, results than we did last time, because typically as you keep relaunching, the results keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if we did like 700,000 this time, we might do 1.5 to $2 million this upcoming round. So when it comes down to it, this exact funnel is what I'm gonna be running, and you can watch the process as I run it. So I'm also working on and developing something in the background, and it hasn't 100% been set into stone, because quite frankly, I don't know if you guys want it. It's basically how to generate leads and how to sell to those leads continuously. It'll be like a $300 to $400 product. I think I'll start it off at like $297, but I don't even have anything created yet. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, because if it is, this is something I can develop. And again, there's so much more that goes into this than I have time to share with you on this current video. We're probably like 20 minutes in already. But anyway, there's gonna be a playlist right over here, which will talk about lead generation a lot more as I go ahead and start creating more videos. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you're subscribed with notifications, because I'm gonna be releasing more videos like this very, very soon. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it has been real. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, or soon. It's probably tomorrow. Catch you later.